We are back for another year of football. The Saints start the era of Derek Carr. LSU is loaded and should be tuned up under second-year coach Brian Kelly. Nicholls State is looking to get back on top with Coach Tim Rebowe at the helm. The high school teams are eager and ready. Our crew is also back. Our very own Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert. Well, he's offering in-depth analysis and game strategies. Former All-Pro Rich Maude brings his candid talk back for another year. Mike Detillier will offer his great insight to the sports world each and every week. Harry McCullough will showcase a special guest of the week. Our high school expert Stan Gravois. He'll be on hand to discuss high school football standings. Chuck Bork takes over the question of the day this year as he puts his stellar law practice on hold for just 5 minutes. And our weekly Stayed to Play raffle will reward a lucky winner. This year, our naming sponsors will be part of the show. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford & Associates, for all of your insurance needs. St. Martin & Bork, attorneys at law. Know your rights. Some perennial corporate sponsors are also on hand. South Louisiana Bank is better when we bank together. Terrebonne General Health System, Community Sports Institute. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality. Terrebonne Churches United Food Bank. And from Lafourche Parish, Louisiana's Cajun Bayou. Now, from the Eugene and Lorraine Falls studios in Houma, Louisiana, buckle up your chin straps. It's time for Sports on the Bayou.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Sports on the Bayou. Mike Detillier along with the Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert, Rich Maude. Shouldn't be Sports on the Bayou this week, Sports in the Bayou, with LSU and the way the Saints are played. We'll be back with more of Sports on the Bayou right after these commercial breaks.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford & Associates, for all of your insurance needs. And St. Martin & Bork, attorneys at law. Know your rights. When we come back, Saints Talk. You won't want to miss this. Don't go away.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Cardiovascular Institute of the South is celebrating 40 years of delivering health care to our patients and communities. Founded by Dr. Craig Walker in 1983 and guided by a mission to provide the highest quality cardiovascular care available, CIS has pioneered hundreds of firsts to improve outcomes for cardiovascular diseases. Through new technology, virtual care, outpatient procedures, and national growth, CIS is improving lives and leading the way for advanced care and innovation.
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors. South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Terrebonne General Health Systems and their Community Sports Institute. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality. Terrebonne Churches United Food Bank. And from Lafourche Parish, Louisiana's Cajun Bayou. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. Guys, man, the Saints, uninspiring effort, almost looked like Dracula visited all of them overnight. They played with no energy. They need to put the jumper cables on. And I give Tampa a lot of credit, and I think the biggest surprise, all of us would agree, Rich, you were a little bit more up on him than I was, Baker Mayfield. And you got to give him credit, man. Tampa took it, too.
Well, we made him look like Tom Brady.
But he's a competitor, too. And then I didn't think they played that. I saw some signs the week before when they got beat in Tampa that, this defense is pretty good. We don't have a great offensive line. I said, this is going to be a tough game. But when you got Derek Carr at 80%, and you're playing him with a bad offensive line or average offensive line, tells me they don't have a lot of confidence in Winston. Otherwise, they'd have got him ready for
30% of their throws in that game either were behind the line of scrimmage or at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, I'm glad,
go upfield.
I'm glad you said that because, I always like history. Alvin Kamara, it's almost impossible. I would have thought, Mike, I told you this is a misprint. Alvin Kamara caught 13 passes and he gained 33 yards. Now, that's almost impossible. That's the lowest in NFL history. The next lowest yardage, it happened in 1985. He had 13 catches, but he had at least 71 yards. That was James Wilder with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm like, that is the worst. That is so embarrassing. You're talking about yak yards after the catch. That wasn't anything. And to show you how we didn't play with no passion or emotion, it's an NFC South game. All of a sudden, you want to get off to a great start, so you're in control of the NFC South.
And it's a home game.
And the fans were into it, but what you want to cheer about?
70,000 people scream.
Like Bobby said, they come pick you up if you're cheering for nothing. Somebody comes pick you up.
The Saints fans want to cheer, but you got to give them something to cheer for. We had 197 total yards. Again, that was the fewest yards. Look at this sample size. That was the fewest yards the Saints have gained in 64 all-time games against Tampa Bay. So we played them 64 times. I'm like, we have hope for this team, and that's the lowest amount of total yards we've had. In this day and age, you can't even hit 200 yards. Come on.
Does it go back to the 1977 when they beat us and they were 0-28? We were the first team they won.
That was really bad. That was really bad.
Don't tell me about it. I was on the field.
Had more than 197
We did have more. Archie was better than that.
I think they got 220 or something that game.
Wait. More importantly, I had one catch. So I remember that catch.
Did you get any yak, Rich, or yards?
I yak all the time when I get I'm Italian. All Italians yak.
I don't know. We're so discouraged from, like Mike said at the beginning, sports in the Bayou because between LSU's defense and the Saints' offense.
LSU had over 200 yards total offense. I think it was...
In a quarter?
In a quarter.
Yeah, right.
In the first quarter. I mean, it was unbelievable to watch. It was pinball, but we'll talk about LSU a little bit later.
We'll talk LSU later. And Jane Daniels is playing at a Joe Burrow level. They all know that. I mean, he's just as good.
He's been awesome. We're going to go to the highlights or lowlights, whatever you want to call it, of the Saints-Tampa Bay game. And then Baker Mayfield does what he does best. It's impromptu, but he hits Cade Otton for the touchdown. He always has got that skill set to move around the pocket. And then he puts this one up here. Now, this is a bad call. It's an interception, but that should have been ruled at the 20. So what happens? Next play, they give it to Adam Prentice. He fumbles the ball.
And they got 36 seconds. Instead of going into half down 7-3, Tampa Bay scores now. It's 14-3.
That's the microcosm of the game. And then Baker throws this one up, and a great catch here.
From Zachary, right, Mike? Trey Palmer.
Trey Palmer, who was at LSU. But, the one guy who came through was Blake Grupe. Every time they gave him a chance, he was the points on the board. But Tampa Bay's kicker was really good, too. And so 17-6, then again, Grupe makes it 17-9.
Many games kicking field goals.
But, did you have really any hope at that
Where's
stage?
Where's the rush?
Look at Bayfield. Steps up in the pocket, hits him in target.
Chris Godwin.
And Chris Godwin taking over for Mike Evans, who missed over half the game. But Penn State got thrown into that. But look at Baker. Man, Baker, he could have ate a sandwich, and everything there.
Nobody close.
Nobody close to him for the score. And then, again, man, Derek Carr, man, that was a lot of pressure.
Well, you see where he's holding the ball. You feel that stuff. You got to have a sense. You know this, Bobby. You got to have eyes behind your head.
And then Jameis trying to make something late. This is no big deal. I mean, he just throws it up, hoping for a play.
Yeah, one pass, one interception. That's just desperation.
So 26-9. One thing, man, if Vita Vea played that game like they said, he was 75%. I'd never want to go up against that guy. If he's close to 100.
He had 2 sacks, tackles for loss.
He had 3 tackles, 2 sacks, 4 pressures. If that guy is 75%, I'd never want to play him when he's 100. And Devin White told me in the offseason, he's the best football player we got.
Well, Rich, you probably won this team. The Saints have scored 4 offensive touchdowns through the first 4 games. That's the team's lowest total at this point in the season since 1975.
No, but we scored points. We just couldn't stop anybody.
No, but listen to this. Were you on that team in 75?
Do I look that old? Wait a second. Let's get a consensus. Do I look like I started in 75?
Yeah.
That's like Danny Abramowitz stuff. 77 was my first year.
So
I was
2
not on
years
that team.
earlier.
But we talked about that 75 team, how bad they were.
Yeah, and Rich, that's why they had scored only 4 offensive touchdowns through the first 4 games. That's what we compare where we at offensively now to 1975.
Yeah.
That's how
Man,
bad
you really
we are.
stretching
we
the
used to
rubber
score
band
points.
now.
I mean, we scored a lot of points.
You
Ours was
scored a lot
good.
of
We
defense,
just couldn't
just
stop. We
can't-
had that flex
We
flex
now
defense. We
now
couldn't stop
you
anybody.
think it's a pass-happy league, offensive league. The Saints have now 10 straight games in which they failed to score more than 21 points. And guess right now, the Bears didn't win, but they got off. The Bears surpassing that total on Sunday. Now the Saints have the longest drought in the NFL. The longest drought, 10 straight games. They have not scored more than 20.
And so, Rich, that's not statistics, that's facts.
Right.
That's fact.
That's right.
That's not
That
an
happened.
opinion.
That'd be right.
That's what's occurring right now. And I don't think it's going to get any easier. The one thing, now I know they got shellacked by the Cowgirls, but the Patriots can play defense.
Well, the one thing with that.
We're top 10 defense going into the game, Mike.
And
the
so are
Patriots
they.
Top 5.
Yeah.
So
Now, again, they'll play without Matt Judon, who I think he's the most underrated defensive player in the NFL. He was with the Ravens and is with the Patriots. He will not play. And Christian Gonzalez, their star corner, rookie corner, he won't play. Come on, you got to take advantage of that. And Mac Jones, he's El Stinko. I mean, he hasn't played good at all.
Where does he
but
rank
Mike, they
compared to the
haven't
other
paid
guys?
him yet. They haven't paid him yet, right?
And would you pay him
No,
after
they
what
haven't
you
paid
see?
him. But you know who got paid? And they have to work out. If you're a G-man, if you're a Giants fan or a Saints fan, Derek Carr has to work out. He ain't going nowhere. They're paying him $150 million. Daniel Jones, they're paying him $160 million. They ain't going nowhere.
So you
They
saying
have to work out.
that Zach Wilson is a better player than Daniel Jones today?
Well,
in New York?
he had a better game than the last game. Not that he's the answer.
Well,
Man,
I got to say,
can you
I'd
imagine
rather have
doing sports
Jones.
all day?
I like Derek Carr, but I think Jones is more athletic. by
He's more
far.
athletic, but
They have,
you
okay,
can't get
now-
sacked
now
11
think
times.
about this, how football is changing,
Man.
how money influences. Okay, we all know Joe Burrow's dealing with an injury. We look at Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. You look at like Derek Carr. You look at Matt Jones. Do you know when you combine all of them, it's like $1 billion. Wow. They're getting $1 billion and they're getting poo-poo production.
And Kyler Murray saying, I ain't playing until I'm healthy.
It's too much.
I
Look,
ain't playing until I'm
there's
healthy.
too much money in the system. Once you take that incentive, most of it's money oriented, right? You work hard, you play hard, you want to be the best to get more money. There's just too much money in the system. When you get paid that kind of money.
But Rich, if they would give you $150 million, you wouldn't give it back, huh?
Well, I'd share
I
some
know
with
one
you,
that
Bob.
wouldn't give it back.
No, I
we'll be
wouldn't.
back with more sports on the Bayou.
When we come back, who's in the crowd?
Here at Rouse's, we have our own brands of products, which you'll find down every aisle of our stores. These are the best quality at the best price. They compare to the national brands we sell, but at a lower cost. Most are made right here, but we travel the world too. And we personally taste test and guarantee every item. So if our name's on the label, you can trust it's good. Rouse's brand, best quality at the best price.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Borg. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Borg have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin and Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin and Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
Back here on Sports on the Bayou. Martin, I'll throw it to you.
All right, what a good crowd after a week like we had. Give yourselves a hand. Come on. All right, I want to go by 3 naming sponsors. Rouse's Supermarkets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Give them a hand. Yeah. And on their table today, they got the Pierre Port and the Thibodeau store owners. I know y'all been in those stores. Give them a round of applause, too. Kevin could do a better job of throwing that flag next time. How about Alford and Associates, Priscilla and her gang? Priscilla is pulling the raffle today. So hopefully she pulls your ticket, right?
Amen.
How about Chuck Bork and his crew over
back
there?
in the yard.
Joe?
Chuck is
Give him a
back.
big hand. Woo. He's got a good segment today. We're going to try to
He's a
stump
little
Bobby
down on
and
the
Rich and
hard
all
fault
of
right
them.
now, though.
All right, let's move it around a little bit. Louisiana Cajun Bayou. Look at Cody. Look at Ian. I tell you what, I don't know how much hairspray Ian uses every week, but he goes through a hell of a lot. Also in the house today, Terrebonne General Health System. And Stan Gravois will be introducing the Thibodeau High coaching staff and administration. There you go. All right, we have Barker Honda at the end of this segment. I want to get Coach Rod's opinion of LSU's defense. That ought to be interesting. Think of one word, Coach. One word. It's got to be clean, though, okay?
Suck.
Got to be clean.
He just threw
We're
up.
going to come back to you.
Garbage.
All right, how about
Garbage.
South Louisiana Bank is in the house. Thank you all for coming. Good job. We got the Terrebonne Churches United. Look at that motley crew over there. Man. Larry Hart used to do our laid-back show. Spud, you used to give these guys hell on WWL, huh?
I did. Dom and the Motley Crew, and I got to go get a rasp.
All right, Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government. They're on hand. Got a full house today. Thank God they got Mike and Steve at the front to sort of ramrod that whole deal. Jack, keep them straight back there.
All right.
All right, we also have GIS Engineering and the Cardiovascular Institute of the South sharing a table. And we have Tita's in the house. Cohen didn't take my jacket last week. Look at Tammy rubbing it in with Ole Miss colors on today. But Tammy, I got to tell you, to the victor goes the spoils. So you could wear that. And Gary used to be a state policeman. Look at him with that goatee going down. Boy, you just had to go renegade after you got out, right? He did a fine job while he was there. Terrebonne Parish School District, y'all raise your hands over there. They're in the house. All right, we have right next to them the HTV table. We have the legends back there. Look at my Aunt Miriam. Look at my cousin Francis with his wife Donna. Miss Ida, Mr. Donnie. They're sitting with Coach Spinella and Coach Albert. They're keeping them straight over there in the front.
He representing the Astros.
Way in the back, we have Josie and Erica from the LaFouche Sheriff's Department. And Josie's been on a vacation far away, just in case y'all don't know that. Did anybody get that? Y'all didn't even get that, right?
Say the joke again, Martin. I might get it.
Josie's been on a vacation far away. Larry, you know that one, right? The outfield. Y'all got to get with it, people. Y'all much too young for this group over here. All right, so
I'm throwing a flag on you on that.
That's a good toss, Bobby. I peeked out the woods like Bigfoot, and you hit me right in the head.
That's a small window. I can flick it.
Hey, don't talk about small windows, all right? All right, so that's it. Y'all give yourselves a round of applause for being here after a tough week. And by the way, Mike, Bobby, and Rich, Mom says hello. She's getting better. Awesome. I know she wants to be back, so hopefully one day we can sneak her in the back door, all right?
Get that Lorraine Falls studio working, so.
We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Right after the break, LSU talk. Whoa, stick around. It's getting good.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Here at Rouse's, we have our own brands of products, which you'll find down every aisle of our stores. These are the best quality at the best price. They compare to the national brands we sell, but at a lower cost. Most are made right here, but we travel the world too. And we personally taste test and guarantee every item. So if our name's on the label, you can trust it's good. Rouse's brand, best quality at the best price.
You gotta try this. And some of those. Ooh, and definitely that. You won't be disappointed. but just know you can only get it here. Up and down Louisiana's Cajun Bayou in Lafourche Parish. Y'all come visit. We're just 35 miles south of New Orleans. Hungry? Let's eat!
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. And St. Martin and Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here with more on Sports on the Bayou, guys. LSU, well, really you couldn't ask the offense to do too much more than what they did. They scored 49 points. Defense gave up 55. I mean, unprecedented.
Well, if you're an LSU fan and you score 49 points, you should be undefeated. We should never lose, right?
You would think that.
Like, I say if we score like high 30s, low 40s, we should never lose. You score 49.
Ole Miss is a different, it's a psychological thing with Ole Miss. They're always going to play them tough, but you're right.
Lane Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin, I mean, he's a pretty sharp guy. He get things figured out. But
this was the best game I've ever seen Jackson Dart play at quarterback. And they got the running game going with Judkins, and he was the straw that turned the drink for him last year. As much as they talk about throwing the ball, it was Judkins running it, and, man, he caught a fire against LSU.
When y'all think about
they're the elixir.
Was this like, I don't know, you watch your kids and you tell them, okay, stop playing the video games, you got to go do something else. This was like a video game. The two teams combined for 104 points and 1,300 yards. That's almost like against air. Mike,
so if you had the over, you were good.
That's that AI stuff.
49. I'm like saying, you got to be kidding me. I was talking with T-Bob. I was saying, no, it's like embarrassing.
It's a great game to watch, though.
Hey, listen, I never thought I could see worse than Bo Pelini, but we're right there.
It's pretty close.
I mean, it's like tit for tat right now. I don't know what's going to happen in Missouri. I'll tell you, LSU's a 6.5 touchdown favorite at Mizzou. Mizzou could score. It might be another damn shootout. And whoever has the ball, I think LSU is going to score. Missouri, now, can they run the ball? Missouri's outstanding.
Yeah,
no.
And then right off the back,
okay,
Jackson
who's guarding
Dart.
them? Okay, what's
Quinshon Jenkins for the score.
Come on, number 2.
But then Jaden Daniels, back to pass. He gets flushed out, and, man, he gets jacked around here.
Oh, he got jacked up.
With the fumble. No, you can't take too many hits like that.
But you can't ask him to do anything more.
Really
I mean, that kid's unbelievable.
And then Jackson Dart.
How about we tackle? You know what they don't do anymore? They don't practice
it
tackling
at
anymore.
all.
Nobody knows how to freaking tackle because they don't practice.
The NFL hits twice a week, maybe, if they're lucky. Once, maybe an hour.
Nobody practices
So when you see
anymore.
Ulysses Bentley scored, and Jaden Daniels drops this.
That's right
in the bucket.
In the bucket, right
with Brian Thomas Jr. Man, you won't see too many prettier passes. Then Jackson Dart right over the middle. Jordan Watkins,
but they're behind
63
the defense
yards.
all the time.
Where's the safeties?
Defense, right? Yeah.
On that play.
That should never happen.
Then Jaden back to pass, takes off running with it, and then he got some wheels on him.
Oh, that is like a video game. Look at it. Come on.
They did that Toy Story thing. Maybe they should have done that with this when they one of those games.
Then Logan Diggs, LSU's running game was there. Logan Diggs gets it in for a score.
And I think Logan Diggs is the most stable running back, Mike, obviously.
At this point,
yeah. Who's guarding him?
Who? There's nobody
waiting
within
for the score, 15 yards.
You know, a text with Mike, I think that's not high school open, that's Pop Warner open.
Then Jaden Daniels, pow. Brian Thomas Jr. again for a score right over the top. You can't ask the cornerback to cover him any better than that. Then again.
Okay, how about you make the tackle?
Trey Harris, a Louisiana kid who, man, he's still steamed. LSU didn't recruit him. And he played big against the Tigers. But finally they get a few stops and they had to settle for a field goal.
No, if you force a field goal, it's like a big win right now.
Yeah. Then Jaden Daniels, look at this.
He dropped it right in the bucket.
And that Karen Lacey from Thibodeau High School makes the big play. And then, the tush push comes in, you get the score. And
works for everybody but the Giants.
No,
yeah, that's true.
Didn't work for the Giants.
The Giants even messed that up. Then again, man, you see LSU gaining some yardage, and you wondered a little bit, man, could they finally start to pull away? Defense just couldn't stop him. Dart, back to pass. He gets flushed out, and he can run. It jumps over the top of the guy.
Did you do that, A-Bear? Could you do that in your day?
No, with a hook slide.
Then again, man, Judkins. Man,
Mike, he wasn't doing anything this year. He was averaging 50 yards a game. Then all of a sudden, he decided to run against LSU like he did last year when he was like, freshman of the year.
Whoops.
He had 1,600 yards.
And they got a little pressure on him finally, and he kind of messes around with the ball.
They jump off sides. We got a free play.
And then free play. Look at this. Man.
Good footwork.
Could you ask him to execute it any better than that? Brian Thomas Jr. again for a score. But defense can't stop him.
5 minutes winning 49-40. Okay, it's an ugly game, but LSU's going to win. Not so fast.
And then Dart throws it out in the flat. One move, two moves, score, touchdown.
Gut punch.
End of story.
Okay.
Trey Harris. And then here late, man, Jaden Daniels, he hits Chris Hilton. And I thought he was actually going to score. I mean, I've seen Chris can run. Now, you got to learn how to catch the ball better.
Right.
In the final play, Hilton is in the end zone. He hits him in a bad place, right between his hands.
Yeah.
Right there.
Jaden Daniels could have had the greatest game in LSU history if Hilton comes down with that catch.
And not only once, twice. Early in the game, Hilton dropped one right there in his hands. Guys, you can't play defense like this continually. And I did get to talk to Pete Jenkins a couple of times, and he's no miracle worker. Like he said, listen, I'm coming in to help.
Yeah.
But they got to meet me halfway here. We knew their secondary wasn't good, but their defensive line is flat out awful. They get no pressure, none.
Okay, Mike, I'm going to tell you right now, look, against Ole Miss and Arkansas, we've surrendered 86 points. 1,100 yards combined in the past 8 quarters. After Missouri, I think that's going to be, I'm going to say give them 400. That's going to be about 1,500 yards. And so you add 30 points to 86, they'd be well over 100 in 3 games. I think LSU can still beat Missouri. Obviously, Missouri beat Kansas State, but I never forget this because I talked to Brad Edelman, playing with him with the Saints.
Yeah, played with him, sure.
LSU played Missouri in the Liberty Bowl. This was in the 80s. Missouri came out on top. We all know what happened with Miles Brennan the last time. Look at that shootout, how we lost that game. Yeah. I don't know, Mike. That might happen again, or it might not.
Oh, I think
it's kind of like the Saints. I don't know. You flip a coin at the end. Who's going to win?
With the Saints, fourth quarter, don't go to the grocery store, get gas, go cut the grass, and nothing like that. LSU's going to keep you occupied.
Look, I can't go without mentioning. I was going into Rouse's. Actually, I came back from a weekend out of town. I went into Rouse's, and who's standing on the corner waiting for a ride is J.J. McCluskey, with one of the Tulane coaches. So I talked to him. I told him, we're doing this show. I got to mention your name. He says, I think we could run the table. I said, well, we're going to get you into the show then. We got to get.
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised.
They should run the table. They ain't playing nobody.
No, well, but still, it's good for the program.
I like
that.
the local teams.
Yeah.
But then they struggled against UAB.
And UAB's not very good.
UAB's garbage.
Not very good.
But of course,
we'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Don't go away. Harry McCullough coming up shortly with his sports feature of the week.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford & Associates. For all of your insurance needs, Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints, and St. Martin & Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. I'll throw it to you, the Hall of Famer, Harry McCullough.
Harry's back.
Highly recruited, highly drafted.
A lot of money. They paid you one of the biggest bonuses, I understand, too, back then.
Well, Harry
$38
debate you on that bonus money.
No doubt.
You're still spending it.
We're going to talk about Nichols and the Colonels. The Colonels had no wins.
They played McNeese. They had no wins. Southeastern had no wins. Northwestern, no wins. All of that in the Southland Conference, and they were all looking for the first win of the weekend. Nichols ended up finding it, though. They took on McNeese in Lake Charles. So we're going to take a look at the highlights.
That was a hard place to win in Lake Charles for Nichols.
It is. Yeah, both of these schools have been hit by hurricanes the last couple of years, and both schools seem to be just getting back. That's a muff punt. Killen Dupre's punt actually was the Southland Conference player of the week on special teams, the punter. Set it up for him, and Colin Guggenheim usually runs it in, but this time he'll throw it in. He throws the touchdown pass to Lino LeMay, and it's 7-0 on the Colonels on top early. And like I said, Lake Charles McNeese just doesn't look like the same team for sure. A little while later, they get a first down, but we go to the second quarter. We'll take another look at the first down, a little tip pass going out. Pat McQuaid came in from junior college, a good-looking lefty. I was at the game against Tulane. He's a good little quarterback. Threw that one to David Robinson, threw for 120 yards.
And where he went to high school at, David Robinson?
It's Central Lafourche.
There you go.
There we go. So it's 14-0 game. Thank the audience helping me out here. Nichols trying to make a comeback. They cut the lead within 7 as they get a John McCall touchdown pass. But Quentin Starkey later on would take it the other way. God, I don't know what he's looking at right there.
Pick six.
Pick six. It's 24-7 at that point. Then in the third quarter, another look at the pick six. Boy, he just didn't see him at all.
Yeah, he was.
Hit him in stride.
He was wide open.
Good catch there. Marquise Albert comes in, and Marquise will take it, and he'll take it the rest of the way. That's a fumble, actually.
Ooh.
I got it a little bit ahead of myself. We got a little fumble there.
You don't want to do that in the red zone,
24-10.
obviously.
Yeah. That was a big play in the game. But here he is for the touchdown, scooting in. That made it 31-10. And the Colonels go on to win this one. Like I said, I was watching that game. So they're 1-3. They'll play Houston Christian next week.
Who used to be Houston Baptist.
Right. I was trying to figure out, because all they say is, HCB or it was like
not a HC.
Yeah, the HC instead of HB. So Tulane is now 4-1. They beat UAB. Southeastern lost again. They're 0-5. UL Lafayette 3-2 now. They barely lost to Minnesota. Northeastern lost to Eastern Illinois. Monroe lost to App State 41-40. So UL Monroe's 2-2. Tech's 3-3. They beat UTEP. Grambling's 3-2. They beat Prairie View, and Southern's 2-2 as they beat Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Harry and Lester, have all the Southland Conference games you've watched? This has to be the most down the whole conference.
I agree.
I mean, in Cornet Word, I think they rank 8th or 9th. But other than that,
everybody else ain't good.
No, it has not been good in the Southland Conference.
Yeah, it's just been a lot of topsy-turvy stuff. We talked about 2 hurricanes. Obviously, obviously Lake Charles got hit 2 years in a row. Nichols got hit. But then the league kind of fell apart. They all played each other. They played in the fall. All kind of stuff. So,
there's no hurricane issues with Northwestern.
You got to start handing out some $100 handshakes. Get some players up there, man.
Come on, Harry.
You won't even get in the door with $100 these days.
Now you're really stretching things.
No wonder you didn't get any money playing baseball.
You don't know who to go for that money, Harry.
Right. You and Bebe, man.
Bring the credit card now, baby.
Giving out money.
No, we wouldn't have me and Bebe would not have given any money back. We can't get everything.
You earned it. Keep it.
So anyway, the state's off and running. And look, now they're in league play. So that's all that counts anyway, is to win the league and then see if you can get into
Tim has always talked about what we do in September is one thing. What we do in October and November is really important.
Absolutely.
And
then you could be in the postseason.
You can be in the postseason if you can win the conference.
So, you make your money now. You go on the road. You get beat in by Tulane and those types. Grambling had to go to LSU, that kind of stuff. Now you get into conference play, and that's where it comes.
Thank you, H. We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Right after a short break, Stan Gravois in his Prep Football Roundup.
Here at Rouse's, we have our own brands of products, which you'll find down every aisle of our stores. These are the best quality at the best price. They compare to the national brands we sell, but at a lower cost. Most are made right here, but we travel the world too. And we personally taste test and guarantee every item. So if our name's on the label, you can trust it's good. Rouse's brand, best quality at the best price.
At
At South Louisiana Bank, we're great at banking, but we're great at a lot of other stuff too.
Is that a new rod and reel?
Hey, a girl's got a fish. We care about the community we live in and the people we serve. We're not just like you. We are you.
Are you boiling crawfish?
No, just letting them soak.
We're proud to be here and work for the place and the people we love. South Louisiana Bank. It's in the name.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin and Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Sports on the Bayou. It's week 5 of high school football. 2 big rival games in the area. It was the Battle of Thibodaux between Thibodaux High and E.D. White, and the Battle of the East Side between South Terrebonne and Ellender. Let's take a look back at week 5, the midway point of high school football. In the Battle of Thibodaux between Thibodaux High and E.D. White, it was the Cardinals scoring early on this 42-yard run by fullback Jeffrey Dietrich. And with E.D. White leading it 10-0 in the second quarter, this spectacular 5-yard run by Ben Rodriguez sends it to 17-10. Cardinals take a 24-0 lead into halftime after this nice run by quarterback Jake Sternfels. And although Thibodaux High had some positive moments in the game, the Cardinals pull away like they methodically do each week. Final score in this one, 45-0. It was Terrebonne High's homecoming, but no letdown for the Tigers, thanks in large part to Jace Johnson. Here, he scores early in the game on a 47-yard run, and in the second quarter, he scores on this 56-yard run to lead the Tigers in rushing, as they have no problems with Central Lafourche in this one. Terrebonne wins it by 31. In the Battle of the East Side, South Terrebonne runs by Ellender. Destrehan blasts H.L. Bourgeois. Lutcher's defense is stout. They have no problems with South Lafourche. St. Charles too much for Vanderbilt Catholic. Covenant Christian loses 3 in a row. They go down to Hanson. Houma Christian takes care of St. John's. Assumption brings Morgan City back to earth. Central Catholic knocks Jeanerette from the ranks of the undefeated. And Hornville, although not getting the win, puts on a good effort against East St. John. A look at district standings in 7-5A. Destrehan, East St. John, and Terrebonne still undefeated, but the game of the week in that district is Thibodaux against Hornville. Both teams playing a crazy tough schedule. The winner of this one is going to set themselves up for a run to the playoffs. In District 7-4A, it's really simple. Everybody's chasing Lutcher. Big game in that district this week is Assumption at South Lafourche. In 3A football, it's just a matter of looking forward to that big showdown between E.D. White and St. James in Week 10. And a little side note, a huge note of congratulations to Coach Colasang for his 100th win on Friday night. It's always been tough to win 100 games as a high school head football coach, but in today's world of social preemptive declaration, it makes this feat that much more impressive. In 2A football, it's the game of the year in District 9. Houma Christian will be at South Plaquemine in a probable winner-take-all game. In District 7-1A, it's Hanson and Vermilion Catholic at the top of the standings, but Central Catholic, after a slow start, making a move.
You'll notice in that piece I made mention to Thibodaux High playing a tough schedule. Their opponents are 21-4 at this point. And everything sort of turns around because now you have the opportunity to take on Hornville this week. I'm very fortunate to have Dre Trosclair here from Thibodaux High. Hornville, it's always tradition, and you guys always have a great program too. Your first year at Thibodaux, what's it going to take to beat a Hornville team?
We just got to clean up the mistakes in all 3 phases. Offensively, on drives, we're going 3 and out entirely too much. They're on the field way too much because of our offense. And then in the special teams game, making sure we catch kicks whenever they're in the air, whenever we have opportunities to make big plays and flip the field position. That's just something that we got to do. So I think we need to clean up all 3 phases, and if we do that, we got a bunch of winnable games down the stretch.
Do want to mention everybody else here from Thibodaux High School. The principal came, so we're very fortunate to have our principal who has come with us. Miss Rebecca Hebert is here with us. Also, head volleyball coach Carly Martin is here with us. Carly and them have a big game against South Terrebonne today, I think it is. And the Godfather's here, J-Rock, man, Jerry Blackwell. When you talk about athletic trainers, it kind of all starts with Jerry, you know, and Larry. I don't want to give Larry a little piece of that pie, too. Larry D'Antoni at Assumption High School, but J-Rock, a staple. And while I'm talking about him, we also have Brett Chasson here. Brett went to Thibodeau High School, and he is our director in our department over at Terrebonne General. So thanks for what you guys do. Real quick question for Dre related to, Dre went on and had a very successful coaching stint at Ascension Catholic, where he led the Bulldogs to the Dome. He was undefeated at Plaquemine, undefeated at Liberty, 9-1. What's the difference between Bayou football and all of those schools, the Baton Rouge area, the corridor to Baton Rouge?
Yeah, so I think on the Bayou, it's a lot more physical of a game. In the inner cities and things like that, it's more of a finesse game. But I think, you know, down here, it's a lot more physical in the trenches and things like that. So I think that's probably the biggest difference that I can see. Okay,
one more question. I have to ask this one. Played at E.D. White, played at Nicholls State, then you got to go back and you got to play E.D. White. How was it strange for you?
I mean, it wasn't strange. It was just something that I was ready for and prepared for. But, you know, it was a cool opportunity just to go up against Kyle Lasang, who was my head coach in high school. So I thought that was kind of a neat aspect of the game. But, you know, once the ball was kicked, they were the enemy.
Very good. I think Thibodeau's going on a run right now. They're going to be in really good shape coming up. Thank you guys for being here. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more Sports on the Bayou right after this.
Don't fall asleep when we come back from the break. Chuck Bork with his What's Up, Chuck segment.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
The new generation of Hondas are here at Barker Honda.
The all-new Accord, head of its class, miles ahead.
All new 2023 HRV and CRV.
And Pilot, built for every driving need. Family favorite Odyssey has all new trim levels.
Go everywhere with Passport. And the award-winning Civic.
The generation for every generation. And always remember, it's better at Barker.
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors. South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Terrebonne General Health Systems and their Community Sports Institute. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality. Terrebonne Churches United Food Bank. And from Lafourche Parish, Louisiana's Cajun Bayou. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. We got Chuck Bork on with us, and it's our What's Up, Chuck segment. So, Chuck, I'll throw it to you, brother.
Well, so this one's going to be kind of directed at Bobby. I've already got multiple fouls against me. But, Bobby, I wanted to ask you a little something. So I've been a Saints fan all my life. From the day I first started watching.
Sorry to hear that.
their colors were black and gold, and their logo was a fleur-de-lis. I'm a little confused. I was at the game this weekend. And I see the Buccaneers fans. What's up with their colors? How many different jerseys can you have, and how many logos can you have? And I know keeping it light because of all the bad stuff that's going on with the games. But Bobby, you got an opinion on the Tampa colors?
Well,
and I think they're going to pull some of them up on the screen.
They had to change.
We got right here, right now. What's this color right there?
I don't know, dreamsicle.
It's creamsicle. Creamsicle.
Creamsicle. You remember y'all ate that?
Creamsicle.
The popsicle outside.
It's called the creamsicle.
No, they had the popsicle, orange popsicle, and you had the vanilla on the inside.
Creamsicle.
No, that looks soft. That's a soft color. You need a more masculine color.
Then they went from dreamsicle. I think we got another jersey up here. I'm not sure what they call this color. See if you can pull that up for us.
Ugly.
No, but that's a red. That's passion, blood, and all that. I don't have a problem with that. That dream.
He's a big pirate individual anyway.
Yeah. Bobby likes that jersey because the lady's wearing that jersey. But another issue. So then I want to go to the next one. This color. Now this is obviously an old jersey because it's Jameis Winston. which
that's just a jersey that they're trying to get more jerseys out in the market just to make money to sell it, because that's garbage.
So we got 3 different colors. We got dreamsicle, we got red, we got this black, and then they've come up with something, I think they call it pewter.
Yeah, a pewter pirate, gray. Yeah, you have a mug. You put anything in the mug, a pewter mug.
Okay.
So no, I have no problem. I have an old problem with Tampa Bay's uniform when they had dreamsicle, because then you look at that old helmet. That ain't a part with a big feather in its head.
I was going to ask you about that.
Three Musketeer? That ain't no damn pirate.
We're going to ask you about that. I think they might have the logos. They may have, yeah. So,
no, that right there, that's, what is this? Who was the guy that did the part move? Errol Flynn? And then the 1950s, whatever, that's what that looks like. But that's not an intimidating pirate.
So then they come up with this logo.
I like that. I like that. That looks mean.
Now,
come on.
A history behind that one, if you don't know, when they first came out with that, whose logo does that kind of look like? Go back a little bit. The Raiders. Exactly. So when that second logo came out in the late 1990s and early 2000s, the Raiders actually filed a suit against the Buccaneers.
Well, Al Davis, he sued everybody.
Well,
and he won a lot, too.
See, but that like 76 to 96, yeah, you got that has to change. I think they're trending in the right direction, but everyone, Raiders, Pirates, they're the same cat. I mean, come on, they rape and pillage the village. I mean, that you think about it, that's what they did. So if you're a Raider or you're a Pirate, whatever, Marauder, whatever.
So is your favorite color dreamsicle?
Hell no. I like more aggressive colors. I like black and gold with the Saints. Florida Lee. That's an aggressive color. You don't need to be passive. When you have, Love You Blue, the Oilers, and like their baby blue and all that. No,
Orange Crush. That's kind of powerful.
Yeah, you have to have something that, I might get in trouble, more masculine. Everybody have to accept more aggressive than passive. They actually painted on the road different locker rooms, and they think from a mental standpoint, to paint the locker room like more pastel colors for the visiting team.
Pink.
Yeah, and like a light blue and all that, versus like aggressive. Yes, because how you think like, I'm going to go out there and play, whatever. And you take that aggression out. I think that has to be something that triggers in your brain why they would do that in the visiting stadiums in the locker room.
They do that in hospitals. They paint them now. In
the hospital you don't want to be all like
inviting. Well, that's right. Well, that's exactly.
You don't want to see red in the hospital inside.
You don't want to see red and black. You don't want to see like death, like I'm in the hospital. Like, oh no, it's like I have no chance.
Again, I wanted to go on the light side, and something told me that Bobby Hebert would have an opinion
as
to those colors, and didn't think you'd be a big fan of dreamsicle.
Did you get that in an email, or did you just figure out yourself that he had an opinion?
I just could kind of figure out by being around Bobby that he may have a strong opinion on
this.
For about a minute.
And the thing is, what I like I like the old Patriots logo.
I do too.
With the center, the Patriots center on the side helmet. Who's against that? Yeah. I mean, no.
We'll be back with more sports on the bike.
I like that.
Don't fall asleep now, because when we come back, I'll give away an award to someone who's in the audience on my Stay to Play segment.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Borg. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Borg have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Borg today to schedule your free consultation.
Give where you live. The Terrebonne Church's United Food Bank.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford and Associates. For all of your insurance needs, Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. and St. Martin and Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. Martin, I'm going to throw it to you because it is State of Play.
You're right, and I didn't wear the jacket this week because I'm searching for a jacket that's a little bit prettier than the one I wore
Well, Bobby would have took that jacket off your hands, I'm telling you.
Still offering you $20 for that jacket.
Yeah, but if you give me 20 for the jacket and 40 for the handkerchief, I'll take the deal right now.
Okay, $60, I'll do it.
You'll do it?
Hell
Let
yeah.
me see the money.
No, you'll say, Mike, give me the $60.
Show me the money. Bobby, I'll foot it for you. I'll fund it.
Wait, we have a former state policeman in the audience. Gary, can we do a deal like that on TV? Okay, we'll do it after the show, Bobby.
Okay, because that jacket fits me. So that's what I'm like.
Wait a second. It fits you, but you're going to wear it in public?
This is not real money.
Do we have an FBI agent to look at that 20 to make sure it's clean?
We're making a business transaction.
Okay, very good.
All these witnesses, we get them all.
Priscilla Larpenter is going to draw First Lady with Alfred and Associates, so it ain't my fault, people. Okay, you ready? Who feels lucky today? That ain't too many of y'all. We forgot the Jen, you feel lucky?
What are the odds? What are the odds?
No, we got a segment like that.
All right, here we go. Open it up. We're going to pull one out.
I feel fine. I'll take it.
How do we open this?
You just turn that little key. There you go.
You got to wear it on the air.
And just read that number loud and clear.
595297.
Oh, I ain't lying, folks. I ain't lying.
291.
The only problem, that's my sister Myrna's ticket. She's helping out in the lobby.
Wait, let me look at that.
This one's mine. I didn't win, but my sister Myrna won.
595297.
That's what they all
Myrna,
say.
you gotta love your brother.
Sure. That's what they all say.
297.
All right, look. Here's what
my sister,
Here's what I'm gonna do.
The fix is on.
I want my sister to win, so she's gonna win that. But look, we're gonna pull another number.
And give him $60.
Bobby gave me 60 for the suit. The next winner gets $60 cash.
Oh, yeah.
See that? I'm a team player here.
Wait. Before we start, you got any more relatives in the audience?
Jacket.
Martin?
All right, Priscilla.
You better get that jacket to him.
Wait. Before you pull, Bobby, you could throw $40 more in there, 100 for the crowd.
I'll put $40 more if you give me the jacket and I'll wear it on the show.
Deal. Deal.
Right?
But we got to see the jacket.
I feel like
first.
Monty Hall.
I'm being very generous.
The door is open. You'll not see this again ever. Take advantage.
This is
you take a good look.
Hey, forget about the time limit on this.
No.
Wow, this is unbelievable.
Martin knows that if you don't, we might have to fight if you don't give me that jacket.
It's your jacket. All right, Priscilla, $100 cash. I hope she pulls my ticket.
595296.
Oh, man, getting close. 291.
Rouse's server, come on in.
Oh.
Rouse's server won $100 cash. Come on in. I'll give you an option. You can either take the cash or I'll give you Bobby's jacket.
No.
jacket.
No, it looks like cat, you know what.
There you go.
And don't let Bobby see what car you get in to go home in.
Or to be that headline, car jacket.
That was fun. I got rid of an ugly jacket and I got $100 from Bobby.
There you go. We'll be back with more Sports on the Bayou.
Coming up, a look at next week's game.
Here at Rouse's, we have our own brands of products, which you'll find down every aisle of our stores. These are the best quality at the best price. They compare to the national brands we sell, but at a lower cost. Most are made right here, but we travel the world too. And we personally taste test and guarantee every item. So if our name's on the label, you can trust it's good. Rouse's brand, best quality at the best price.
Terrebonne General Health System is the largest healthcare resource in southeast Louisiana, offering a high-tech and high-touch style of healing. World-renowned services include cardiology, women's health, cancer care, and a healthy lifestyle center.
This is a true calling for all the physicians, nurses, and staff who make up our proud Terrebonne General family. We are here to provide healthcare for our community.
To discover more, please visit tghealthsystem.com.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. And St. Martin and Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
All right, we're finishing up here on Sports on the Bayou. I want to thank Rouse's. That first prize was a $100 gift card from Rouse's. So we want to thank them for always being involved here on Sports on the Bayou. Guys, big weekend, Saints, Patriots. Come on, the Saints got to take care of business here.
I don't know, Mike. Are you optimistic?
No, I'm not optimistic about either one of the teams this week. I'll be honest with you.
Man, I mean, what is like the Patriots a 1.5 or some favored? I don't know. That's flip a coin. I hate to say this, the Cowgirls are better than the Saints right now.
Oh, much better.
Oh,
yeah. And I don't want to say that, but
they're playing with passion, though. You see the difference on the field.
So, Mike, what do you think at LSU, Missouri, 6.5 points? You think it's a touchdown game in LSU?
That's almost like a sucker bet. They want you to take Missouri.
And
they put that 6.5 for a reason. And so I think they want you to take that 6.5 against Missouri.
Well, the meaningful win they had, they beat Kansas State. That's almost like Missouri people can't stand Kansas people and vice versa. So whether it's the Kansas Jayhawks, Kansas State Wildcats, they don't like each other. So all of a sudden they beat Kansas State. They're ranked 15. The Mizzou fans stormed the field. Like, what?
Look, I think
storming the field for that?
I think Kelly's going to have them ready. I'm going to say they're going to win by 2 touchdowns or more. I think they're going to blow.
I'm not super confident in that, but I believe that.
I think Kelly's going to have them ready.
LSU is becoming like USC. There is no over and under that you can't put on them that they can't clip because they can score and everybody else scores against them.
Yeah, the thing is, I think LSU's going to score. I think Missouri's going to score, but LSU's going to score more and cover.
That usually wins.
Yes,
but they're going to cover.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think by like 10 points,
I think
it might be, I don't know, 42 to 30 or something like that.
We'll be back next week with another version of Sports on the Bayou. Thank you for watching.
Kelly, see you next week on Sports on the Bayou.